All right, so the video stopped and I didn't think it would because I upgraded my Screencastify Google extension, but on the free version, you only get 10 minutes. I ran out of 10 minutes. So here we go, part two. All right, this part here talks about nobles and peasants. Okay, so I circled the phrase mutual obligations. That's because that if things are mutual, both sides are agreeing to it, and obligations are things that you have to do. So both sides are contributing something toward in the relationship, and the peasants that have responsibilities, then the Lord have responsibilities to the peasants. So the key thing here is that you have a lot of manual labor for the peasants. All right, that's my first two bullets. And before I move on, you might want to highlight what I've underlined here. Could be helpful. Also, we have fees that the peasants had to pay at certain times. All right, listed there. But a lot of it was just a lot of work, farming and other types of manual labor. All right, so in return, the peasants could farm their own land, and they got protection from invasions and raids and wars, battles between knights. And they were guaranteed food, housing, and land, like I wrote in. It wasn't awesome food or housing or a lot of land, but it was something. And this is the only life that they knew. So it wasn't like they saw all these other people around them with these amazing lives and opportunities that they didn't have. This is just the way it was for the average person back then. And I do want to say back on this visual, peasants were born into this social class. So you're born a peasant, you're a peasant for life. There's nothing you could do about it. This eventually changes, but not for a while. And we'll study that at some point. But you're born into your social class, and that's where you were forever. All right. So key thing on the back is when the heading says a self-sufficient world, it means everything that you needed was made on the manor. There was very little that they had to go somewhere else to get. So you need to write in this phrase at the top so that you understand what the phrase means, a self-sufficient world. All right, so peasants, most people did a good job of writing these items down. This bullet point here about the schooling or knowledge of the larger world, that's just the reality of peasants. They just basically worked the whole time. And it's not like they had family that lived in other countries or other parts of their country to go visit. Like you might have relatives that you can go visit in Virginia or Pennsylvania or some other state. That it wasn't like that. First of all, feudalism was not in the United States. The United States did not exist at this point, but the point was your world was the manor where you lived, and that's all you knew. And it's not like you thought you were missing out on things because there wasn't more to the world for peasants. All right. So this next part, if we go down to peasant life, how was peasant life difficult? So some people's facts were so in terms of difficult life. Some of them were just more facts about peasants, not necessarily difficulties. So here's what I have to start. We have a lot of hunger sometimes in the winter if there wasn't enough harvest that they had stored. And I have a song for this. Oh, it's not going to show up. Oh, curses. Okay. Let me see if I can pause it. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, press pause because I'm going to go on. Hold on. Honest. This is New Kids on the Block. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna put you in a trance with a funky song. Cause you gotta be hanging tough. The song Hanging Tough. I wrote this last fact as a difficulty because I would not enjoy it. Although if it was a peasant, that would be normal. I wouldn't know any different. But anyway, key thing, the life expectancy was about 35 years. All right, lastly, we have relaxing and having fun. And all these things are things that people still do, although maybe we don't butcher animals ourselves. And I don't usually do a lot of wrestling at the holidays, but that's what peasants did, not too different from what we do today. So what I want you to do at the bottom of this page is I want you to write what your favorite color is, or colors if you have more than one. Mine, number 1 is purple, number 2 like hot pink fuchsia. Anyway, so write your favorite color at the bottom of page 4. And remember, don't keep the world a mystery and learn about history. Thanks, Nicole from 2016-17 for that video suggestion. And lastly, I just want to say, if you need to rewind the video and go back because you missed something, that's what you should do. And I'll see you soon in history class.